Don't get
Who wants to
excited.
pray? You want to
Sure,
pray this
Freddie, let Freddie, he needs it.
morning? It's
The what?
on.
You can
We're
praise
on.
the
Oh, hey,
Lord.
we're on. Good morning. We'll officially call this meeting of the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to order for Tuesday, August 30th. Please join us for the pledge.
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Zoller will lead us with a prayer.
Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day, this beautiful weather that we've had. Please give us the faith and the wisdom to do the will of the citizens of Seneca County and do it in a very unbiased manner. In your name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Stacy?
Here.
Commissioner Zoller?
Yes, here.
Commissioner Kirschner?
New guy.
My
Yeah,
mind,
yeah,
yeah.
You-
Freddie,
You gotta
it's called roll
retrain
call,
me.
Freddie, you just say here.
I'm approving the roll call. You
Shoot.
guys can do without me. What are you gonna do without me? I'm gonna have to
It
come
won't
here.
be the same. I'll accept a motion to approve the DVD recording of the previous board session of Thursday, August 25th, and the written index of that meeting.
So moved.
Seconded.
Motion in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved. Thank you. Any adjustments to the printed agenda?
Yeah, I'd like to know where we stand at with, if we've decided if we want to proceed with the Elks parking lot, if it's necessary. I know we're in construction now, and if we do want to proceed with it, where do we stand at legally?
I'm going to add the Museum Advisory Board update. Anything?
I'm gonna listen.
You're going to listen, okay.
That'll be a first.
Stacy, do you have anything?
Some storm damage over the weekend.
Personally or the county?
Okay.
All right. Nicole, anything? Okay. All right, then we will proceed from there. Let's start with the Elks parking lot legal update, I guess.
I sent you a copy of Rhonda's draft of the agreement last week. I was actually gonna bring that up today, so thank you, Fred. If any of you had a chance to look at it, or if we are still in need of the parking.
I think that really, as I see it right now, probably the overriding question is, do we need it? And then if we need it, then, if we don't need it, then the contract and everything is really immaterial. Get the input from my fellow commissioners here.
And I'm guessing that they would still be interested in working with us if we proceeded and then we get into, another 3 or 4 months of construction and we start to see a big issue and then enter into agreement with them. Would they be open to that, or versus doing it now if we're not sure we need it?
Yeah, I think that the organization would be very receptive whatever we did. Right now, there possibly is not a lot of contractors there, but I could see once they really get underway and start hanging the steel and doing the interiors, I'm sure there's gonna be 25, 30, 40 people there at one time, 25 people. Now, then it may become an issue, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't see a big issue out there now, but again, there's not a lot of people on the job, so.
Right.
To answer your question, if we decided not to exercise it now and we wanted to wait, I think they'd be receptive to it. And I'll certainly reach out to them if that's the wishes of this commission.
Well, I think that, from my standpoint, that we ought to move forward with it because it does inconvenience a number of businesses downtown. And it does inconvenience a number of folks who try to navigate, whether it be to the library or to a business across the street from the Elks, or even the folks at the CSB. Is gonna be a big interruption. So I don't see the harm. I know it's $100 a month, is that what we're talking about?
Mhm.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
And as you said, it is gonna get more and more densely populated as more and more workers show up, and it's gonna kinda happen over a period of time. To have available parking, you know, from the standpoint of the public, I think would be a good thing, so. I don't really have a problem with initiating it now, and, my problem would be more about, can we cut it off earlier than we would agree to, because I think that'll,
It looks like the way it was written.
yeah, it was the month thing, I think we ought to do it now, and then towards the end, I think will be when we really don't need it anymore, because, Court Street will be reopened and the flow will be back.
I think it's worded to say at such and such time and/or completion of the Justice
Yeah,
Center.
yeah, I remember that.
Now,
Okay, so-
what would we do? Would we send a newsletter out to all the people that currently working in the annex and the RTA building that there is additional parking over there? Because it's gonna be just basically for the why, what would we do? CSB and annex, that's kind of, would be the two areas, not necessarily the RTA.
We can send out a memo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would suggest just those two departments, those two buildings there.
Yeah.
So I think I counted like 20, there's 20-some parking spaces there or something like that.
Yeah, for me, it's more of a, you know, having some spaces open for the public than it is for the county employees. I mean, I understand that that's a positive, but I just want to make certain that the flow isn't interrupted too much so that people can get in and out of retail establishments.
Yeah. Make sure we keep it.
Especially, you know, right now, it's really not much of a problem, but, you know, you start to get ice around and, you know, people can't find places to park, and it can get very ugly.
You guys need time to prepare the actual resolution. I know we've seen the,
Contract, yeah, I'll have to get this to whoever at the Elks, make
Okay.
sure they're okay with the,
okay,
Yeah,
so,
let me, if, with your authority, let me go ahead and contact that person. Then we'll go ahead and get that agreement with them and let them take it to their board, and if they accept it, then we can come back and make a resolution. I don't think there's not a gun to our head. We don't do anything today by any means there, but I agree with Mr. Kirchner. It's inevitable we're gonna have a problem, and I hate to take parking spaces from the commercial customers downtown.
and
Yeah.
ask them about plowing too, because that may, if they're gonna plow it, if we're gonna plow it.
I think
I
it
did-
said it would be theirs.
Did it? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I think I saw that in there.
Okay.
But it does, yeah,
Now what, they plow or we plow?
that they would, they're responsible for snow and ice removal.
Okay.
Okay, don't forget about the fact that the city has said that parking lot on the corner of Monroe and Madison, all that construction equipment will be out of there that they're doing now, and that's the least densely populated of any of the city parking lots, so the workers can park down there. And again, we do have an offer to transport workers if inclement weather or whatever, if we need that, so.
This is, I mean, just one step in the process that we just have to get through, and if we find out that it's very cumbersome for our employees and customers, then we just have to look at the next step. Right now, you know, for $100 a month, we're not gonna break the bank here to alleviate some issues there. I'll reach out and get back with you.
Okay, sounds good. A museum advisory board update. The museum advisory board held their organizational meeting, August 23rd. And the officers were elected, and they are Ben Gillig is the president, Chuck Christensen, the vice president, and Fran Fleet, the secretary. And that worked out nicely. It actually ended up one person from each of the three parties who are part of the operating agreement and the advisory board are serving in those positions. So that's kind of where we stand for now. And I'm trying to think if we set another date for a meeting in September.
Have we published, or are we publishing the qualifications for an applicant for the?
Yes, we will be ready to. I asked for their input, even though that's up to us to do. I shared with them a draft outline of the steps we might take, which was shared back with the task force a while back too. And they gave me some input on that, as well as a draft help wanted ad. So I'll get those changes made and then get copies to both of you to look at.
You plan
And
to
then-
publish it?
And then we can start advertising, yes.
Good, all right.
Yes, because actually in this draft, we had to a review of the completed applications would begin mid-September. So the intention was to get moving at it pretty quick, so that date will adjust according to when I get that done to all of you and when we know we can have it in the paper and all the other spots, so
Okay, good.
that's that. Storm damage.
Yes, Saturday, we had a lightning strike out to Public Safety Building. It hit the antenna, and it got a couple of our consoles in there, and I went out Saturday to, Dan and Mike went out there, and they're doing inventory, and they've got Bascom in there, our IT was in there, so we put Corus on notice. I just figured I'd let you guys know we're gonna have a
Insurance claim.
insurance claim.
That's the second or third time since I've been in office here. I mean, you're lucky if you get struck by lightning once in a lifetime.
It was the sheriff's office.
Yeah,
That first
but it's
year,
all out there, yeah.
This is the fairgrounds.
Yeah, I mean, they've both been struck quite a
They've
few
both been
times,
struck,
just.
yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
Wait, the lightning rods there or something?
Yeah.
You got towers sticking in the air.
Yeah.
It says hit me.
Yeah.
And I guess the damage it could have caused, probably the groundwork did do some good, but you can't avoid a direct hit and not have some damage, so.
And Mr. Anderson's okay. He didn't get hurt, but it scared the
Oh,
living
Bill.
daylights out of him.
Our Echo was the only one in the building when it happened, and he said when it hit, it sounded like a Mack truck hit the building shook, and he said he walked into the comms room, and he's like, oh no, I better call Dan, so.
Oh,
I can't
It
imagine.
scared me too,
That would be scary.
so just an update.
Okay.
Nothing else for old business. We'll move to new business.
Okay, I got bill vouchers, batch 20490 through 20505 and 20415 to 20422. I have a resolution, a supplement to the permanent appropriation to the EMA fund, putting $3,500 into equipment. I have a resolution entering into agreement with Health Services Integration Incorporated on behalf of the Seneca County EMS Department. It's for the billing service. A resolution authorizing the president of the board to prepare and submit an application to participate in the Ohio Public Works Commission State Capital Improvement and/or Local Transportation Improvement Program, and to execute contracts as required for issue 1, round 31 for Seneca County. I have a resolution authorizing Seneca County Board of Commissioners to enter into the issue 1, round 31 cooperative agreements, Seneca County Township Board of Trustees. Those are all I have.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the supplements as discussed.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the resolutions as stated. Comments, questions, concerns? I seeing none, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Kirschner?
Yes.
Commissioner Stoller?
Yes.
Commissioner Stacy?
Yes, all stand approved, thank you. All right, anything else for new business? Good. And we have a need for an executive session, we don't foresee any action after that, right?
Correct.
Okay, we'll do citizens' comments now then. This opportunity for citizens' comments, are there any? Okay. Seeing none, we will need a motion to go into executive session
So
for the
moved.
discussion of personnel.
We might
personnel
want to
benefits.
recess because they're not here yet, so.
Oh, we gotta wait,
It's not
it's not
till
10:30. No, you're correct, okay.
We'll just
then
recess until.
We'll recess and then come back and then go into executive session. So it's 10:14, we'll recess. Go outside and play.
Nikki,